Good day, everyone. This is Cousin Jacob, and I am here to discuss Priority Area 10, which emphasizes the importance of creating supportive home and school environments that are critical for the well being of the academic success of students. It is recognized that strong partnerships between schools, families, and communities are essential to foster learning and promote shared accountability for student outcomes. We move on to the key issues identified. The first key issue is safety and security. Schools must be safe and conducive to learning, free from bullying, violence, and neglect, as bullying remains a significant concern affecting student attendance and performance. Next is conduciveness. Classrooms and school surroundings should promote positive engagement and support learners' socio-emotional and academic needs. We also identify the need for stronger community partnerships, strengthening mechanisms and practices for collaboration between families, communities, and schools to better support students. Finally, accountability and support must be clarified, especially regarding sources of funds and policies to effectively implement child protection and anti-bullying initiatives in schools. Findings. The report finds that funding for child protection and anti-bullying programs has increased significantly between 2002 and 2024. Though questions remain about effective allocation and usage, schools often lack sufficient resources to implement and sustain home and school environment programs. Additionally, uneven engagement among parents and local communities limits the potential for shared responsibility and support. Policies requiring schools to be inclusive and safe spaces supporting learners' overall welfare needs to be stronger, and reinforcement and greater awareness should be mandated. Now we move on to the recommendations. The report recommends increasing and clarifying funding streams for schools protection and climate programs. It calls to institutionalize best practices that foster cooperation among families, communities, and schools, promoting a holistic support system for learners. Clear policies and guidelines regarding implementation rules, responsibilities, and accountabilities must be developed. Regular monitoring and evaluation mechanisms should be set up to assess the effectiveness of home school environment interventions and track their impact on learner outcomes. Lastly, investing in programs that educate and mobilize parents and communities as active partners in children's education and welfare is essential. Strategic actions underway. Ongoing strategic actions include improving school infrastructure to support conducive learning environments. Next, we have the effort. The effort of continuing to integrate child protection and anti-bullying policies effectively into the school systems. Lastly, the training and capacity building for school leaders and staffs that are being provided to manage the home-school relationships and safeguard learners. And in summary, Priority Area 10 focuses on fostering safe, supportive, and cooperative home and school environments. The goal is to create an ecosystem where every Filipino learner can thrive academically and personally by effective bridging the gap between home life and school experience. This cooperative approach is a core strategic focus for education reform under EDCOM 2's mandate. That's the end of my report. Thank you very much for listening. This is Cousin Jacob once again. Have a good morning.